Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome to Spray Wash Academy. I appreciate you checking out the channel and watching this video. If you would, if it give you some good information, go ahead and hit that like button on there and also subscribe. Love to have you here. We usually talk about pressure washing, power washers, the pressure washing business, exterior cleaning. I'm kind of partial to it. Heck, you may decide you may want to open up a company. And if nothing else, you can learn some information whenever you use your own power washer. So stick around. Hit that subscribe button. So I've been a member of two different little subscribing clubs. One was the Steel to Reel. The second one was BattlBox. Now, I was not at the base. I did the upper end of these clubs because typically they have subscription levels. I don't remember exactly which one which level I subscribed to with Steel to Reel. I believe this one cost me somewhere between $100 to $120 a month on there. On the BattlBox, I was one of the upper subscriptions, not the huge, big, expensive one, but I believe it typically cost about $130 to $140 a month for BattlBox. But both of these shipments came in around the same time, and let's open it up, see what I got, and you'll see how they come packaged and all that great stuff. So I guess the big item I got this month was a Tasmanian Tiger combat backpack. It's got the Molly suspension system, attachment system all over it. Whoops, sorry about that camera. It's a Cordura backpack. Let's see, equipment for professionals, quality you can count on. Stitching looks good on it. Yeah, nice. Here's what the interior looks like. Got some tie-off points on the inside as well for securing things. Pretty good zippers, and they're protected. Backside, decent padding on here and decent padding on the other area. So, you know, from what I've seen, it's a pretty good backpack. I will definitely use this. I'm a backpack kind of guy. Carry one every day at work. Keep my good stuff in the truck. This is kind of cool. This is a Ready-Man wallet-sized card. It is a tinder grater. So you can grate tinder. If you had dry wood, looks like it might be stainless or some other type of shiny metal, definitely not aluminum, a little harder than that. And you can go up against some dry wood and create tinder shaving. So I think it's actually kind of a pretty darn cool idea. Definitely will use that when I go camping. Doc Spartan Combat Ready Ointment. Feels like a good hand lotion. Has kind of a evergreenish smell to it. I'm not familiar with the brand. I'll look it up. But Doc Spartan Combat Ready Ointment feels like a nice lotion for the hand. Thought that was kind of interesting. The kit came with two different knives that month. A Winchester single shot, they call it, just a real small, simple little Winchester knife. Doesn't have a belt clip, so I'll probably lose this knife pretty quickly, but hey, it's a knife. A Gerber. Now, I love Gerber knives. That Gerber Paraframe is one of my favorite ones. This is a Gerber Contrast clip folding knife. Has a frame lock, has thumb studs. You know, probably a $40 to $60 knife if I had to guess. I'm not looking it up online right now. Kamicon tactical pen, which tactical pen, this has a glass breaker right there, pocket clip, kind of a cool design. You know, you could use this as a defensive weapon if you needed to for pressure points. And it has a ballpoint pen. It has a pen. So kind of a cool issue. And looks, last but not least, what came in here was EDC CLP firearm lubricant, clean, lubricate, protect. This would be really handy if I had any firearms, but I believe it's just like a gun oil lubricant. Interesting. So if I had a gun, I would try this out, but all of mine were lost in a tragic boating accident. Damnedest thing fell right over the side of that boat, except for that one that python swallowed. Anyhow, this is what the inside of one of the Steel to Reel Club boxes looks like. Now hang on one second and we'll compare it to a BattlBox. All right, here is the BattlBox. One of the things that you might notice, the BattlBox is actually a custom printed box. This is exactly how it comes. See the shipping label right here on the rear of it, and yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. So they just slapped the label on there, but yeah, this is how this comes, not just a plain cardboard box, which could be good or could be bad depending on porch pirates, you know, etc., etc., the area that you live in. So let's break into this guy and see what's in the BattlBox. So again, as I mentioned, my BattlBox was a little more expensive than my BattlBox was a little more expensive than my Steel to Reel, but probably only by about $20 or $30 worth, amount on there. One of the things that I love about the BattlBox is, oh, and by the way, full disclosure, this is not by any means, neither one of these companies know me from Boo. No compensation going on here, nothing like this. And in fact, I'm not even subscribed to either one of them right now at this point. I may pick up a subscription again in the future. We'll see. One of the things that I love about the BattlBox is actually every mission, they give you a little, they call a briefing on there. Typically speaking, they'll have a theme with there. They give you a different, box and shows you, what all you've gotten in that box. So kind of cool to have a little catalog, just, silly little collateral material. I noticed the Steel to Reel Club didn't do that, and kind of what you got was what you got in there. So now on the BattlBox too, though, they don't print a separate box up for each one. They didn't print a separate box up for each one. So if you had the basic box, you still get the same collateral material on here. Then if you get the advanced box, it just shows you what comes in the advanced box. And then if you get the Pro Box and the ProPlus, you see what comes in there. I'm a ProPlus member on here. So going through this box, first thing was thought that was kind of cool. We have a little tiny fire extinguisher right there. Pretty darn handy. Says don't use it on electrical fires on here. And with this, it also came with a little Molly pouch on here that you can put onto a Molly system, tie it on, belt loop. Great for around the campfire. You can see this thing has a little bit of a theme going on to it. But yeah, kind of cool little, no idea if this is a soda one or if this is, sounds liquidish in there, foam or a foam wetting agent mixture. That's probably why it says don't use on an electrical fire right there. So, cool little guy. I like it. This will come in handy. All right, going on. beaners. They sent me 2 beaners, and these were actually really decent beaners. They sent, it was, oh goodness, 12,275 newtons. Or had 25,000 on there. So in my business, I have a pressure washing company, and we do a lot of lift work. I also do some high rope ascent work. I would actually use these with the markings that are on there. They're the snaps and then the screw safety. I would actually use this with my rope work, rope descent work. So these are pretty darn good little beaners on here. And they'd hold my fat butt up, so I like them. They're nice little things. In all fairness, the Hot Snot Fire Starter, this right here, it was a tube. You lit it on fire. It worked great. We used it up. My bad. I apologize. I meant to do this video a little bit earlier. I kind of got delayed by a few things, but we actually used that for making some fires back in March. Worked fantastic, so I was very happy with that. So that came to Hot Snot Fire Starter. It's gone. It's a $12 value. Next thing that came with this, and this is one of the coolest parts of this whole the kits. Of any of the kits that I got, I thought this was one of the coolest things ever. It comes with a small little baby 1-gallon jerry can and spout for the jerry can. So just cool as hell little apparatus here. You know, you could keep water in it if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to keep fuel in it, but you could certainly keep fuel in it. And if you could ever get the pin off of it, that'd be even more amazing. Really a solid seal on there of how this thing locks down, so real happy, pleased with that. Would not be scared to carry flammable liquids in there. This looks like it makes a real good seal, the pour spout on there, so kind of a cool, and it's steel. And it doesn't have that ridiculous spring hinge thing like we are saddled with so many of the new type of gas cans. And you ask yourself, hey, how could I absolutely screw up this gas can? Let's let the government fix it. That's how we can screw it up. And you get these ridiculous spring hinge gas cans. So definitely we'll be putting this into use right here. Let me verify. It says it's military spec. I said it's a gallon. It's saying 5 litre. There's a 5 liter mark right there. So really a little bit more than a gallon. 1.3 gallon is what this is. So kind of cool. Next thing up is the Raptor Razored Mono Knife. Now it comes with extra blades. Comes with a saw blade, comes with a 5-inch blade on here, and it's a field dressing kit. So a big game skinner, BattleTac gear pouch. Woo! Here's the basis of the knife. It looks like definitely sharp, definitely a razor. Now it said the Skinner, so I'm guessing it doesn't have the, oh no, so this wasn't the big game Skinner, this was the Mano Precision Cutting Knife. Something else about this knife is it's got could certainly use this for skinning. Looks like it's got a screwdriver to take the blades in and out, plus the handy dandy screwdriver can be made, if I wasn't such a butterfinger, into a skinning handle here on there. So very nice, very solid. If you were using the saw blade that went with this would make much more comfortable on there. So, And here is, looks like this is a blade that's even larger. This is a 5-inch blade. You can see here, so this blade would come to about that far. So that blade's several inches larger than the blade that's in there now, so you'd have a little bit bigger knife. Now these blades are much more like razor blades. They're very thin. I expect you would not get a lifetime of service out of them. I'd probably use it for field dressing and skinning. But I would be prepared to buy more blades. And it looks like it even has a couple of extra blades in here already. It's got the manual for skinning. Let me make sure that this, I'm not... to hold the big game skinner. So I just almost wonder, yeah, there's not a big game skinner in here. I guess you got one or the other, and it doesn't say that you get a big game skinner there. It just shows that you get the Mano knife. So yeah, no big game skinner, just the Mano knife. Again, on this box, they sent me 2 knives. So I have this knife, but I'd say it was a little bit nicer than the other knife. And then but they really bill themselves on being a Knife of the Month club. So it looks like this knife is the Revolt Remove knife, valued at $119. Kydex holster on here. Really a nice feeling knife. Good all-purpose. I'm trying to see if this is, let's grab these glasses, if this is a synthetic handle or if it's I believe it's a synthetic handle. Let's see if we get good focus on here. It's wood simulated, but I can't be for certain. The way that it's got some checkering on there, I really think this is synthetic. I guess I could read, but man, that's a nice feeling blade on there, and it is so oof. Let's see here. Whoop, baby. That's sharp. That's some good sharp stuff right there. Something else kind of cool about this knife, whenever you pick that up, it's got a gut hook in there for field dressing and skinning on there. So yeah, and then it fits in right back in there, clicks into place. But this knife, I wish y'all could feel it. It really is a very nice feeling knife. Feels a lot less cumbersome than that Mano knife. So again, both of these kits came with 2 knives. Here's what it is. So now I've got 4 knives. Yay, me. And I need to put all this back together. Very cool Revolt knife there. I think the fire extinguisher is really cool, and I just absolutely in love with this little jerry can on here. So there you go. There's the 2 boxes compared. Give you an idea of what you get in each one. I'm not making a judgment on which one is nicer, which one isn't nicer, because, in all honesty, one of them was more expensive than the other. I think I was around $110 to $120 on the Steel to Real Club. This one is $130 to $145. So, but I also think this, compare the 2, you get the idea. Again, if you have made it here to the end, thank you so much for your time. This is Ray with Spray Wash Academy. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and wash on, guys. Have an amazing day.